Guys, I recall a while back in the comment section of somebody's video, and I can't remember who it was. It might have been YTBC student. I'm just not 100% sure. It was a while ago. It was several months ago. But I had a comment with a comment discussion with several people regarding PEDs in boxing. I believe the Boxing Junkie might have done a video about it too, and I think I had a similar conversation in one of his comment sections. And we were talking about should we get rid of PED testing in boxing? That was the issue that some of us were talking about. And I have always been consistent and I have always been 100% the same with my views on this. Like I've never deviated from it at all. I've always been 100% consistent. I've made my feelings on this issue clear several times on here. Yes, I feel they should get rid of PED testing. And this and today's news that came out about this Alexander Povetkin and Bermane Stiverne fight being cancelled, it only solidifies my thoughts on this issue. Now, you guys might recall when Bermane Stiverne tested positive for PEDs a couple of weeks ago, and the rumours that with this fight was going to be off. I never even spoke on it, never made a video, never commented on it. You want to know why? Because I didn't care. I wanted to keep quiet on the issue. I didn't want to give the issue any light, any publicity. I didn't want to know. I didn't care because I just wanted to see the fight because this is a great fight. It's a really good matchup. I've said that from the beginning. I was very excited to see this fight and I really wanted to see how the fight went. But, unfortunately, we were robbed of another great fight by this PED testing. Okay, we've got two guys now in Alexander Povetkin and Bermane Stiverne who have both tested positive on the build up to this fight. When Stiverne tested positive again, thankfully the fight was still on. Now Povetkin has tested positive and the fight's cancelled. Guys, it fucking sucks, okay? PED testing, and I've said it from day one, okay? This is not me being, favoritizing any fighter. This is not me just wanting a certain demographic of fighters to be exonerated and a certain demographic of fighters to be persecuted, as I'm sure a few of you guys are going to say in the comment section. A lot of these race baiting trolls. It's nothing to do with that, guys. I've been consistent from day one. PED testing needs to be done away with. It really does. You need to get rid of this shit because you're never going to have a clean sport, okay? Everybody's going to be, certain commissions and certain testing organizations and the way that boxing is run. Boxing is a global sport, okay? It's not a sport that's run by any one governing body, okay? So you're never going to have every single fighter in the sport clean, okay? There's going to be guys that slip through the testing, and there's going to be guys at the top, like the Floyd Mayweathers, for example, who, test positive for all sorts, and you never hear about it because they have the money to cover it up, okay? So you're never going to get a clean sport. So when I hear that guys have tested positive for PEDs, I don't care. I couldn't care less. I just want to see these fights, guys. So yeah, another fight has been robbed from us by this this PED testing nonsense, and it is nonsense. Okay, it's like, guys, I'm sick of all these self-righteous boxing fans who are coming out and saying, oh, PED testing is putting these guys at risk. These guys are already putting their lives on the line, and you don't want them taking steroids, guys. Getting punched in the head isn't healthy. Okay, for anybody, okay, whether you're on PEDs or not, all right, that's all I'm saying, all right. Taking PEDs isn't gonna make getting punched in the head any more dangerous than it already is, all right. These guys all know the risks. They all know that if they're going in a ring and fighting each other and they're gonna be getting hit, they know the health risks, all right. These guys sign a contract to fight. They understand this is violence, okay. This is blood sport. All right, and when you've got certain fighters who don't have to get tested. I mean, for example, this Bernard Hopkins fight. I'm hearing that Bernard Hopkins isn't even being tested for this fight, but his opponent is. I mean, how make that make sense to me? Why that's fair? Okay, it isn't, is it? Okay, you hear about it all the time. Okay, fighters at the top that are supposedly enrolled in these drug testing programs, yet they never actually seem to get tested. It's always the B side that seems to get tested. So there's just no consistency in boxing with drug testing. Is Alexander Povetkin a cheat? Probably, most likely. We know that the whole meldonium situation was just a complete joke. Okay, meldonium ain't a PED. Meldonium ain't shit. And also, it was only a trace amount. So, all the people that were condemning him based on the meldonium test where they found the traces, those people were just nitpicking, to be honest. But with this case, I don't even know what the substance is he's tested positive for. I'm not even gonna bother looking it up. But apparently, yep, it's a dirty test, and yeah, he's been caught red-handed. So fair enough. Povetkin's a drug cheat. Stavern's a drug cheat too. I don't give a shit, to be honest. I mean, Lucas Brown recently tested positive twice in the same year, but you don't see people that are out calling for him to be banned from the sport, do you? So yeah, I mean, should Povetkin be banned? Obviously not. I mean, as I said, you know my position. I don't care about PEDs. Will he be banned? He'll probably face a 6-month suspension, something like that. Um, all I know is this has robbed us of another great fight. Okay, the Povetkin Stavern fight was a fantastic matchup. I was really looking forward to it. I kind of planned. I was gonna sit and watch this fight tonight. It was gonna be entertaining. I was gonna stream it, but fuck it. It doesn't matter, guys. Fight's off. Yeah, what do you guys think? I know people are going to come in my comment section and say, oh, PEDs, they put these guys at risk. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I don't give a fuck, okay? Take all the PEDs you want. I don't fucking care, okay? It's like I said, Bermain Stavern tested positive a couple of weeks ago. Povetkin didn't give a shit. He was going to fight him, so the fight wasn't off. I mean, come on, guys. Just all I'm saying is, look, just be consistent. Whatever your views on this are, whatever your ideology is when it comes to this whole PED shit in boxing, just be consistent for all fighters is all I'm saying. When one guy tests positive, don't act like it's a big deal. But then when someone like Lucas Brown tests positive multiple times, that act like he's a victim and he's been set up. Even when this recent positive test, I believe, was conducted in his hometown or in his home country at least, whatever. So yeah, whatever, guys. The fight's off. I'm pissed off. This year has been absolute fucking nightmare when it comes to fights getting cancelled and great fights that we get promised, and then somebody tests positive and then the fight's off. It's just a pain in the ass, guys. I mean, I'm thinking to myself, these fights that are being talked about next year, like Badu Jack against the Gale, you know, Klitschko against Anthony Joshua, Triple G against Canelo that's getting talked about. I'm thinking to myself, some of these guys are going to test positive, aren't they? And these fights are going to get called off. And we once again are going to be, you're going to have certain fanboys that are going to be happy about it, and then haters of the other guy that are going to be pissed off. And yeah, everybody's got an agenda, and when I mean, I'm seeing fans that I'm reading comments, and I'm seeing people that are happy about this news that Alexander Povetkin has tested positive, just like they were the first time with the meldonium situation. So a fighter tests positive, and a fight gets cancelled, and you guys are happy about that. You guys like to see these fights getting cancelled. You like to see people getting caught. I'm seeing other comments saying, "Oh, it's so great that VADA and the WBC and these agencies, they're cleaning up the sport. They're catching the cheaters. I'm so glad that they're catching these guys." So you're glad that good fights are getting cancelled. It's like Precise says, isn't it? These guys are anti-boxing fans. Yeah. Guys, I don't give a shit. Get rid of the PED testing, and then this shit will be done with. Okay, there'll be no more fights getting cancelled over drug testing. Okay, because it's just all bullshit, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching.